Peace, y'all.
Sugar, who you talking to? Dirty woman who be loving you? Stroke, no joke. Must have hit that salt. Don't look at me cause it ain't my fault. I know you want it, so you need it. And you eat it cause you want it. Sugar, you don't love me. Sugar, you don't need me. Now, if you eat me, got us fighting diabetes. Stress level, sleepless, emotional, mental. Drugs in the food, I'm not screwing up my physical. I'll never fall in love again. With this hate on my great end. Food and drug administration. Is it my hallucination? Food is a machine gun.
Food is a machine gun.
Food is a machine gun. Food is a machine gun. Food is a machine gun. Food is a machine gun. Food is a machine gun. Food is a machine gun. Sugar, I know you move me. I know you want to drink me.
New Public Enemy, y'all. Food is a machine gun. Stay tuned.
A ride going on that corner. About a word on a bird in that corner. Toxic, yeah, they just box it. Hard to tell the parent on the border like an opioid. How sweet it is. They just line up these kids. How happy is a meal when dancing with that? God bless America. FDA romancing. A new old kind of case to get that. Pesticide chemical get around. Fast food industrial sit down. EPA's a gang to a block now. Food is a machine gun. 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 Food is a machine gun.
Peace, y'all. It is Yasir Makanju alive. Welcome to Good Morning 85. As usual, we're going to play our intro music. Then we're going to get into a very serious topic. What's up, brother Makanju alive? How are you? Bodo Boye. Stay tuned. This is going to be very interesting. Hey, Oshun Bay. Bodo Boye, good morning. Whether I say Grand Rising. Lead me on my destiny. Olodumare, I want to pray. Awa bere, I want to pray. Awa bere,
Peace and good character.
as y'all come in, say hello. Do a like, do a thumbs up or something, a heart. Give me a hug or something, give me some love. We're about to really get into some seriousness. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Grand Rising to all. I am Makanju Allah, and this is Good Morning Ifa. Ifa interpreted through the experiences of an African in America. I say peace to everybody who's here, who tunes in, who watches this. If you're watching this, you might want to click the share button. Come on in, click the share button, and don't forget to go to our Facebook page, our Instagram page, and our YouTube page. Same name, Good Morning Ifa. Click the like or subscribe button and stay in tune for more updated videos and information to come. We give thanks and praise. We're going to start off as usual with a little bitty prayer, and then we're going to get right into the topic today. So, Iba Oludumare, Iba Ori, Iba Iya, Iba Baba, Iba Rumle, Iba Risha, Iba Gungun, Iba Lu, Iba Ojibani, Iba Bifa, Iba Raba, Iba Kora, Iba Seda, Iba Raba Bani Ife, Iba Lu Aye, Iba Raba Aye, Iba Kora Aye, Iba Seda Aye, Iba Ojibani Aye, Iba Ianifa Aye, Iba Walao Aye, Iba Olarisha Aye, Iba Annalie Harden Aye, Iba Samantha Turner Aye, Iba Alita Franklin Aye, Iba Julius Franklin Aye, Iba to all my paternal ancestors who wants to see this presentation of Good Morning Ifa successful and well received. I say aye. Iba Oludumare aye. I pray this morning that Oludumare takes the wheel, speaks through me, uses me as a vessel to deliver a message that's much needed in these times that we live in today. I pray humbly that I get out of my own way. May ego not play a part of my presentation this morning, and may it be received and lands in the lap of the person who needs to hear this today. We give thanks and praise. Ashizzle. Ashe. All right. Now that we got the good stuff out the way, let's get into some more good stuff. Welcome to Good Morning Ifa. I give thanks for everybody who woke up with me and who's tuning in today. Please, again, don't forget to share this video and don't forget to like the page. All right, so what are we talking about today? Today, as you saw in the title of this Good Morning Ifa, it's called Reality Check. Reality Check. What does that mean by that? Reality check. But it's time for us, and this COVID-19 is actually giving us a forced antidote of reality check. Well, we have to really analyze what's reality at these times and these moments. All right, hey Reese, how are you? At these times and these moments, we really gotta face what's reality. And what is reality? Reality to me is rooted in truth. You can't have reality without truth. We have to be willing to hear the truth, face the truth, and deal with the truth. And that's a hard thing for a lot of people to do. They said that in a movie, right? You can't handle the truth. Like, that's a very true statement. But some people can't handle the truth, and reality is no different. Facing reality is a tough thing for some people. Now, let's talk about, and I don't like to get on here and speak about my personal opinion because then become like conspiracy theorists, okay? I like to speak everything I speak and let it come through the focus and the lens and the filter of what Ifa has to say, all right? So while we're dealing with this reality check, and we're going to get into the reality check, just a brief synopsis of what we're talking about today. If you heard the song I played earlier by Public Enemy, it's a new song by Public Enemy called Food is a Machine Gun. And what he's saying in this is that they're using food against you as a weapon of war. And that weapon of war has been winning against us in many categories. Sicknesses, diabetes, heart attacks, high blood pressure, what they call that when your children are overly active and hyper. I forgot what it's called, but y'all know what I'm talking about. When you what was that? Autism. Not autism, it's another one. It's something where your kids are hyperactive. I can't think of it. OTD or something like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But that's a product of food. That's a product of what we are eating that our bodies are reacting to. Our bodies are reacting to the food that we're eating. And guess who's putting that food on your plate? Our own beloved government that we vote for every 4 years and pay taxes to every day are responsible for the food that we eat. That is the honest to God truth. ADHD. There you go. I'm sorry. I had a brain fart. That's right. ADHD. That thing right there is the product of you giving your children too much of something that has dyes and sugars and poisons in it. And your child is bouncing off the walls and can't sit still and you don't know why. But that's regulated and that's authorized through your own government. But they want us to believe that they care about us in COVID-19. So we're going to talk about this and get a reality check on what this looks like today. Food is a machine gun, as Public Enemy says. They are using food as the choice of weapon in this war that they have against their own people. All right, let's talk about this. Now, I told you guys, reality check. Reality is rooted in truth. Reality check is rooted in truth, okay? What is truth according, what's up, Lamont? What is truth according to what Ifa has to say, all right? I don't want this to come from me, so I got to give y'all what Ifa has to say. Ifa says to speak all, truth is to speak all words which after verification are found as they were spoken. Does that make sense? After the words are spoken, it still remains the same thing. It's not going to change. It's going to always be the same thing. That's what truth is. And that's been our experiences in this America. Now, we can all go back into history. We can talk about all kinds of things that has happened for us and to us. And we'll get into some of those things later. But one thing is a common denominator. We know that this particular society and system, governmental based, has never cared about us at all. Never ever have they, and never ever will they, unless something drastically changes in our lives and in this system. Now, truth is also backed up by Odu. There's Odus that speak a lot about truth, like Oturapani Rete. Oturapani Rete says, anyone speaking truth is also emulating Ifa. Oturapani Rete says, anybody who speaks truth is acting as Ifa. Now, we're talking like basically, you know that old saying, I'm only telling you what God loves, and that's what? The truth. That's basically what that Ifa stanza is saying. Now, Oturapani Rete also says, speak truth at all times, even while under attack. Why did I put that in there? I know that what I'm about to say, some people may not like. I'm already considered, again, my name is Makanju Allah, but my name is already considered as controversial in some arenas. So some people consider my message as controversial. Why? Because I choose to try to speak the truth as much as I can. No matter how raw and how rugged it may get, it's still going to be the truth. How hurtful and painful it may be received is still the truth. And the truth usually hurts. If your husband or your wife comes home and tells you the truth that they're cheating on you, it's going to hurt. And you're going to be upset about it. And I understand that because it shakes up your whole world. You have to make changes and do things differently. Now, you may have to move out the house and separate the kids. Like, truth hurts. You go to the doctor and you get diagnosed with some disease, that hurts. You may wish you didn't go to the doctor to a degree, right? So, but that hurts. So I know truth hurts, and my messages usually have no filter. I filter them a little bit. I have to, because I don't want to be doom and gloom, but I do want to tell the truth at all times. I do want to speak what reality is to me. Now, again, reality check. Let's talk about that. A question, again, I got to ask you guys. Think about this question deeply. Think about this question deeply. And be honest and be truthful about it when you answer this question. Tell me this. When has America cared about the African American experience? I'll wait when you have an answer that makes sense. I'm not going to wait anymore because it's not even worth my time. We know that that's not ever happened in this society. We know that this society has never cared about us. We are products of the Tuskegee experiment. We've been experiments on diseases in this country, and that goes back to slavery, where they were experimenting on slaves on how to heal people through barbaric methods of trying to test out their new doctorate programs and systems and trials and tribulations of how to get their medicines properly. This has never, ever been in our benefit. That goes back to the early 1900s when they were trying to sterilize every woman. They wanted women to remove their ovaries at young ages, not women, little girls at young ages. Because they were feeble-minded, as they said, right? This is the society that we love, we pay taxes to, that we celebrate the 4th of July with, all of their holidays and their gods. Tell me, again, I only got one answer thus far. When has America ever cared about the African American experience? I'm just wondering. Tell me, was it slavery? Was it Jim Crow? Could it be? Was it Reaganomics? Was it Reaganomics? Could it be Reaganomics? Who knows, right? Was it Reaganomics? I don't know. I lived in it. It wasn't good for me. I saw the crack come into my neighborhood. I saw the gangs take over. I saw people get killed. I saw literal trains on a train track on Exposition and Western sitting there, just one train car with nobody in it. But when I was a kid, we were going fruit tree hunting. This is a true story, okay? I was going fruit tree hunting when I was little in my neighborhood. And there's a train that runs down Exposition that's now it's a metro train, but it was not useful then. But it was one car sitting on this train track. So as a kid, we went fruit tree hunting, and as we went fruit tree hunting through our neighborhood, we ran across this train. We were like, what's in there? And somehow the door opened. We got the door open. And guess what us as little 10-year-old kids found? We found guns in there. We found literally guns in that train. Now, I left. Some of my boys stayed. But a little bit after that, maybe a few years down the road, you started seeing an abundance of people having guns, and drive-by shootings became more rampant in my neighborhoods. This is how we live in this society. So again, let me ask you again, reality check. When has America ever, tell the truth. Now, we just defined the truth. Tell the truth. When has America ever cared about an African American experience? We know it wasn't Reaganomics. Was it during, maybe, possibly, could it have been during this whole recent, no, I'm not going to say COVID-19. Did they care about you when they were overly populating and promoting the Popeye chicken sandwich? Is that healthy for you? They cared about you, what you eat and how you get down, right? So they overly popularized a chicken sandwich, right? That kills you. And I'm just using that because that's a popular example. There's a liquor store in most of our neighborhoods on every corner. There's a pawn shop that sells the guns on every corner. There's a super casket that they call supermarkets on every store that sells poisonous food to us every day. Reality check, y'all. It's time to deal with some truth here, because now we're dealing with a pandemic that's attacking you at the immune system, which is the basis of your existence as a person. If you don't have an immune system, you can't live. Your body is constantly being attacked every day, all day, by something trying to invade it. And if your immune system is weakened, you don't have a chance. And the powers that be knows this science and mathematics. And that's why they have chosen to put these things in our neighborhoods, because now they don't use the machine guns anymore on us like they did in the 60s or the water hoses. They're using the food that you eat. That's why I played that song by Public Enemy. Now, we've been hoping and praying and living in this world thinking that this is going to change. Somehow, these people are going to love us, accept us, give us what we need, help us out, finally give us a 40 acres and a mule, do the right thing, right? Hey, what was the name of this? Reality check. Not gonna happen. Why do I say that? Martin Luther King had this same dream a long time ago. Long time ago. He even wrote a speech about it. He had a great speech right on the lawns of the White House, or Capitol Hill, right? Went a little something like this. Let me play a little something for you. Stay with me, don't leave.
But 100 years later,
100 years later,
the Negro still is not free.
Still is not free. 100 years later.
100 years later, the life of the Negro is still sadly crippled by the manacles of segregation and the chains of discrimination.
And it's just not segregation anymore. I told y'all they removed the guns and the water hoses, and now they're attacking you with your food. Look at your neighborhood. Your neighborhood has chicken wings, burger shops, everything that is going to kill you and help you to get diabetes, heart attacks, and high blood pressure. Everything that weakens your immune system is in your neighborhood in abundance. This is not going to be all doom and gloom, y'all. We're getting to I'm building to something, so please bear with me. Hold on one more second.
100 years later.
100 years later.
The Negro lives on a lonely island of poverty. I have a dream that one day
He has a dream.
this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed.
That part right there. He said he has a dream that this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. What does that mean? He means that basically that one day this nation will somehow get it and allow us to play with little boys and girls that don't look like us, weave us into their fabric of this society and accept us for who we are, for our hair texture, for our skin complexion, for where we come from our background, from where we are and who we are. They're going to accept us and be willing to help us whenever we need their help. That was King's dream back then. And to some of us, we are still living in this dream. We are still living in this dream thinking that these people are going to help you at some point. Reality check. No, it's not going to happen. And that's why 70% of the people who are dying from COVID-19 are African American in Chicago, 40% plus in Detroit. That's why these things are happening, because why? Again, the machine guns and the water hose has become the food that we eat. And everybody's immune systems are low. We're constantly under stress because you're living in the poverty that King was just talking about. And stress lowers your immune system. Scientifically, that's the truth. I'm not speaking my opinion. That is scientific fact. Go look it up and research it. And the foods you eat are doing an even better job. Not to mention all the alcohol that we consume. Technically, we're doing this to ourselves willingly because a system that has been put in place for us has told you this is what you need to do. To me, one of the biggest lies they've ever told was about the four food groups that we learned about in elementary school. You know, meat, dairy, vegetables. I forgot what the other one was. Meat and fruits. All right. So meat and dairy, killer. And that's what we have in abundance in our neighborhood. We're still living the dream. Now, Ifa has an interesting take on dreams. Ifa has a very interesting take on dreams. Very interesting take. Y'all ready for this? I told y'all it's reality check, and this reality check is definitely not Jasir's or Makanjuola's opinion. I'm telling y'all what Ifa loves, and I'm only telling you what God loves, and that's what? Say it with me. I heard you. That's right. The truth. What does Ifa have to say about living in a delusional dream? When someone tells you who they are, you should believe them and make better choices. They've shown you it was 100 years when King made this speech. We are now in 2020, and his words are still resonating with our community, just in a different way. We're not dealing with segregation to that point, but we're dealing with segregation in a financial way, but we're not dealing with segregation to that point. We're dealing with a whole nother monster, and now we have the monster of all monsters called COVID-19 coming at us, taking us down in alarming rates. And anytime the president gets on national television and says that African Americans are the ones that are dying faster, that is putting a target on your back. And I'm scared to see what's going to happen with that coming up later. But now, what does Ifa say about those who are still dreaming like Dr. King about a society that has told you they don't want you and don't need you and don't desire you? And you're praying that one day they're going to help you out. What does Ifa say about that? That dreamer. Let's talk about that. What does Ifa say? In the Odu of Owarin Irosum. Owarin Irosum. Okay? Ifa says, emphasis on the fact that they want to hear what, let me start this over, hold on. Because this is going to be, I want this to be heard in a sense that can be received, understood, digested, and acted upon. So please listen to this Odu, all right? Again, the Odu is Owarin Irosum. And we're talking about dreams or dreamers, okay? So Ifa says emphasis on the fact that people hear what they want to hear and are deaf to what they do not want to hear. People hear what they want to hear and are deaf to what they do not want to hear. I'm going to get back to that in a minute. They see what they want to see and are blind to what they do not want to see. Ifa says that some people are permanently in a dream state. They dream a lot. They engage in fantasy. Before they woke their dream, or before they woke from their dreams, it would be too late. This is Owarin Irosum. But let me go back to the first paragraph. Ifa says that emphasis on the fact that people hear what they want to hear and are deaf to what they don't want to hear. If someone tells them that they need to eat better, you need to be a vegan or a vegetarian, the first thing they say is, I don't want that. But that's what they want to hear because they think that what they're eating is proper. My mother, I'm giving y'all a true story. My mother passed away at 48 years old from a heart attack. The doctor told my mother that, and I love my mother, and I wish that she was still here every day. Now, I'm 47. My mother passed away at 48. That would be like me dying next year. My mother passed away at 48 from a heart attack. The doctor told her that she was passing away from a heart attack because of the food she was eating, the alcohol she was consuming. What did she do? She closed her ears to that truth, just like Ifa says. She closed her ears to that truth. But it wasn't until the end of her life that she started trying to make the changes. She put down the cigarettes for a minute. She stopped drinking the liquors. She didn't technically change her food, but she didn't eat a lot anyway as it was. But she still cooked some of the food, but she was trying to figure some of it out. But the problem was she waited till it was too late. Just like what he just said here. Just like what Ifa says here. Before they wake up from their dreams, it would be too late. When she decided to wake up from it, it was too late. She passed away one early morning in March of 1999 from a food issue, related issue. Her immune system could not fight it off anymore, and it was pretty much done. This is what I see happening with us. We're dreaming, and we don't want to hear the truth. Anybody tells the truth, they're conspiracy theorists. And that's how they justify what they're hearing. Now, there's been people talking about what's happening in your immune system and the way to eat for decades now. Dr. Sebi is one of the most known ones. There's been people telling us about the way we eat in our foods and stuff in our neighborhoods for decades now. We've ignored it because of what we've been eating. Somewhat they say tastes good. You can't eat vegan food and taste good. That's not true. I won't get into that right now. But we've been ignoring that. I'm not saying I have, but the majority of the people who look like me in the neighborhoods where I come from ignore that fact. Why? It's beyond me. I can't understand it to save my life. But besides the fact that you're dreaming, what's the number one thing that y'all eat on 4th of July, the birth date of this country? What is the number one things y'all eat? Hot dogs, chicken, barbecue ribs, macaroni and cheese. All of these things that have no nutritional value to you on the birth date of America. You're dreaming, y'all. And if you don't wake up from the dream and change the narrative of your reality, this COVID-19 is our ultimate downfall because they've already done the job of weakening your immune system. And that's why when this radiation or 5G things hit everywhere, they know what's coming. They've already set the stage. But you have a chance. They're sitting you down right now and giving you a chance to go inside and change the way your wiring works to figure out a way out of this situation. There is a way out. It does not have to end this way. You have to change the way you see things. And that is the reality check that is coming from this COVID-19 to me. I know this is controversial to some people. I understand. I get it. It's hard to hear truth, but the truth is the truth. This information that I'm telling you is not my opinion. It is scientific fact. My mother is no longer here because of this very information. I hope that makes sense to you guys. So, one more verse in Owarin Irosun that speaks about dreaming and the dangers of dreaming, overly dreaming too much, living in a fantasy world. I want to give you one more before I get out of here, okay? In Owarin Irosun, Ifa says, those who live in the world of dreams are the ones who fool themselves. They never realize that people need to work very hard to make their dreams come true. Those who become rich in their dreams and those who throw a party and celebration without working hard blame nobody but themselves in the end. Those anticipating success without working for such success have their hopes misplaced. Ifa considers people who refuse to listen to wise counseling as fools. Ifa considers people who refuse to listen to wise counsel as fools. Ifa says that nothing which happens to such people was caused by them. It was caused by your inability to listen, to heed the words of wisdom that you may not have. And it's okay if you don't have that wisdom. We don't all have that wisdom. We're not all born with that wisdom. But some people are sent in your life to show you. Dr. Sebi was sent to the world to reveal to the world what's necessary to change how we're living in our conditions and stop having to get cancers and diabetes, heart attacks and strokes, and stop all of that. The number one, who knows the number one cause of death in this country? What is the number one cause of death in this country? Does anybody here know? Please, I'll wait for a couple of seconds and see if anybody can type it in. What is the number one cause of death in America? Hey, Zipporah. Hi, D. Hammond. Hi, Martha. What's up, Big Keith? Heart attack. Absolutely correct. Not drive-bys. not black on black crime. None of those things. Heart attack, go research it. Heart attack is the #1 killer in this country. What causes heart attacks? Food, stress, fear. Now, you tell me, how many people you know? How many people you know live in fear, are stressed out, and eat unhealthy, knowingly unhealthy diets, and proud to eat unhealthy, knowingly diets? Ifa says he sees those people as fools because you refuse to heed wise counsel. I pray that everybody who hears this presentation today sees this presentation as wise counsel and begins to change the narrative of their lifestyle. I'm not telling you to change your diet. I'm not asking you to change your diet. What I'm saying is, if you want to live in the Ire Vayeku, which means long life, you need to change your lifestyle. Diets are temporary. Diets come and go. Diets change whenever you want to go to the beach for the summer. But a lifestyle is for life. If we change our lifestyles, it's going to be harder for them to attack you. If we wake up from the dream state and change our reality, which is our lifestyle, things will change for us and the attacks on us won't be so robust. Food is the machine gun. Food is the shackles keeping us in bondage. Food and a new, healthier lifestyle is the solution to me, is a part of the solution, a huge part of the solution to this COVID-19 attack that we're currently under. Now, how do we accomplish this? How do we attack this issue? How do we get to this? Let's get to some of the good stuff now, okay? I'm going to get to this, and this right here is going to come to you as a freestyle. How do we get to some of this good stuff? Number one, again, is the food choices that we make. But the very first thing is the mentality that we have to change. Our mentality has to change. Changing your lifestyle comes with a mentality change first. You have to rewire how you think. There's no way you can just go from eating chicken wings to fried cauliflower in one day without rewiring how you think about what you're eating or what you want out of life. If you want to change in this lifestyle, if you want to beat COVID-19, if you want to stay healthy and not be a victim of it, let me ask you a question. What does that look like to you? Just take everything I said off the table. What does that look like to you? How do you presume that should happen? And does that exclude diet? I think not. So after we rewire ourselves, which we have all the time in the world now, to wake up early, get closer to our gods, whatever you call it, get closer to our gods, get closer to our spirituality, and get closer to our Aries, get closer to being different people and making those changes, and then waking up out of that meditational state and actually stepping back into reality and surveying, diagnosing what's going in the wrong direction as far as your health-wise. And I guarantee you will find food as one of the #1 things on top of alcohols. But you'll find food as one of those #1 things. How do you get rid of that after you switch to wiring? First and foremost, you have to detox. Detoxification is a big thing. To me, herbalists should be selling out of detoxes right now, because if you detox your body, it becomes easier. They say that if you do anything for 21 days straight, it becomes a habit. And if that becomes a habit, you don't want to break it. I remember when I got my first detox done, it was tough. That first week is tough. That first week is super tough. But after you get to the second week, it starts getting better. By the third week, it becomes normal. And after that third week is up, which is the 21st day, I didn't want to smell chicken. I didn't want to smell meat. I couldn't walk through the meat section of a grocery store without wanting to almost, Like it just felt nasty. I remember one day I ordered a burrito and they accidentally put chicken in my burrito. And I was like, ugh, I just didn't like the texture of it anymore. If you do something for 21 days, detoxify your body. And I mean double detox. Detox the lungs, the liver, the kidneys, and all that stuff, and the colon and everything. Detox those things for sure. But then you got to do a parasite detox, and you got to clean, because that hunger thing that everybody's always talking about, why you got to eat big old portions of food like you every day is Thanksgiving, is because of those parasites in your body. You got to get rid of those things. And then as you change those things, your food choices will change, because you will not want to eat that after detoxing for 21 days, let alone 42 days. If you detox that much, you're not going to want to go back to that. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. That is my word to you. Now, detoxification and then the food, all right? And then let those things, that detoxification, lead to the food, and let the food choices you make lead to a new lifestyle. And then watch how your immune system rebuilds itself. I have not had a cold in probably 15 years. Yeah, roughly about 15 years. I have not had a common cold in 15 years, because my immune system is up. After changing my diet, I have not had a cold, a sore throat, a cough, none of that in 15 years. Now, how do we do this now? Since we're in the house every day, what can we do to make those changes? And those changes are pretty difficult. Why? Because, most people say that, eating healthy is expensive. It's not. That's not the truth. It's only expensive because right now you haven't detoxed. And when you haven't detoxed, you want to eat more. If you want to eat more, that means you got to spend more. But when you detox and you change your lifestyle, it becomes a lot easier. You don't eat as much. You're not as hungry every day, all day. You don't have to eat as big of portions of food. That's how you cut down on the cost of the food. Now, again, what are some of the foods you need to cut out in this time frame? Definitely meat. I know that's going to be a tough one for a lot of people, but meat has to go. Meat creates itis in the body, which eats up ligaments and cartilage, which means if you get arthritis, that means it's eating up the cartilage between whatever bone or in whatever area the arthritis appears. That is mucus eating your cartilage alive, and it's making your bones rub against each other. And that comes from a lot of overconsumption of meat. That needs to go. That needs to go. Second thing I think is the most deadly. I'm giving you 3 and I'm going to leave it alone. The second deadliest thing is cheese. Not cheese, but dairy, which includes cheese. And that includes milk. The milk you're going to put in your Frosted Flakes or Fruit Loops this morning needs to go away. What can I supplement that with? You have rice milk, you have almond milk, you have different milks now that you can use. Because believe it or not, milk has no taste to it. Actually, it's one of the nastiest things I ever tried to drink one time. I remember I tried to drink that milk one day when they was telling everybody milk does a body good and makes your bones strong. And I was an athlete. I tried to take some one day. I almost threw up. That's the last time I drank milk in my life. But milk has no taste, but neither does almond milk. It's you got to put something in it to make it taste good. The second thing, or the third thing, would be sugars need to go away. I know this is a tough one because everybody's in the house right now and they probably ODing on sugars just to keep the energy up and to stay happy right now. Sugar makes people happy. But there's supplements. There's maple syrup crystals. There's honey. There's agave. There's There's maple syrup itself. There's different things you can sweeten stuff with. That doesn't require refined white sugar. That white sugar is deadly. Matter of fact, I believe, and I know scientifically it has been proven that sugar is the number 1 drug in this country. Number 1. So again, with all these things that I just named, these are the machine guns that are being given or aimed at you. Public Enemy put this song. I thought it was an awesome song when I heard it. I had to play it. Public Enemy says, food is the machine gun that's being used against us. And if we believe that the government is going to change that and help you change that, Are you telling me the government knows how to send a man to the moon, but they don't know the food that's in your grocery store is killing you? Please, rationalize that for me. If they don't know the science behind the food you're eating is killing you and weakening your immune system, but they can send a man to the moon, tell me how that's possible. Somebody's dreaming in this world because they know what they're doing. Do you know what you're doing is the question. Have you taken the time to research what you're doing to your own body? If we're waiting for them to come save us, you're dreaming. And Ifa says dreamers, people who live in a permanent dream state, are fools, are viewed as fools. And fools fall for anything. Anytime they sell you something, a fool is going to fall for it. They sold you a chicken sandwich and you had lines around the corner to come buy it. You had people in line fighting and stabbing each other for a chicken sandwich. That's how foolish we've become over the food that these people are killing you with their machine gun. It's time to stop dreaming, y'all. We have no time to dream at this point. Like I said, this is a serious war that we're at with this COVID-19. And if we don't wake up from this war immediately, it's going to be a very interesting ending. Ifa and our ancestors and the Irumale has given you time to sit down and be still. And to hear people like what I'm saying right now, to listen to different information, to research different things. This is the time you should be researching. This is the time you should be going through this type of information and take everything I said and go research it. Please do. You're going to find it. It's there. Take everything I said in this presentation, go through it with a fine-tooth comb and watch the truth come out, and then make a choice. What does your change look like? You should not go into this quarantine situation coming out the same way you went in. What is the purpose if that's the case? They got y'all focused on this disease and focused on what Trump is saying about it and focused on this, focused on that. But you need to focus on you and your family's lifestyle switch, not a diet, not these things. How do you solve this issue? How do you do that? I'm not saying that this makes you invincible. I'm not saying that if you eat vegan style that you can go hug and kiss somebody with COVID-19 and never get it. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that it gives your immune system a fighting chance to win against it. If your immune system is weakened, you have no chance. Can you imagine somebody invading a country where they have no guns, no military, and they invade the country? And I'm saying military and guns as an analogy for an immune system, because that is your line of defense, okay? A country is invaded with no guns and no military by a country that's full of military and full of guns. Who's going to win that battle? The military and the guns, obviously, right? You have to arm yourself the same way. That's all I'm saying. To give yourself a fighting chance against anyone else who comes with you with the military and guns. And may the best man win at that point. Or best woman win. But if you don't arm yourself with health, you have no chance at winning this war with COVID-19. And I want to see us win this war. I want to see the people who look like this man in the mirror win this war. That is the only reason why I do these Good Morning Ifas, because I care about my people and I want the people that care about themselves to win finally. And I give you what that looks like through the lenses of Ifa. That's what I personally practice, and that's what I personally believe in. And the wisdom is undoubted, for me at least. Ifa sees dreamers as fools. It's time to stop dreaming, y'all. It is time to stop dreaming. And it's time to make a lifestyle change. Thank everybody for listening. If you ever want to help me out and support this page, you can always send any donations you want to send to the Cash App. The Cash App is the $ Ticket Coach. I put it in the thread already at the top. So if you need it again, please just go to the Cash App. Whatever you want to send, I'll accept it. It's all good. I appreciate the love. But please, it is time to stop dreaming. It is time to stop dreaming. Don't forget to go to the Facebook page and the YouTube page and all that good stuff too, and the Instagram page too, and like it, stay in the know. And again, if you want to support Cash App, Cash App, Cash App. Cash App is a $ Ticket Coach. Ticket Coach is in the thread already. I already put it up there. I am Makanju Ola. This song here is written by Public Enemy called Food as a Machine Gun. Hope y'all dug this presentation. Hope I didn't ruffle too many feathers. If y'all ever have any questions about this, I do have information on my veggie relief page about foods you can eat. There are tasty foods y'all can make, man. There's no food you can't make like what you already make. People always think that vegan food is nasty. Vegan food is what you make it. I guarantee you, if you put a steak on the grill without no seasoning, that's going to be the nastiest steak you ever had. But if you put some seasoning on that steak, you're going to love it. That's the same thing with food. There's nothing you really can't make. You can make fried cauliflower and some chicken or some barbecue chicken. You can make burgers. You can make pizza. You can make lasagna, tacos. You can make multiple pasta dishes, macaroni and cheese. You can make a lot of stuff, y'all. It's so many things. There's no excuse why you can't change your diet. There's no reason. YouTube is a great source to find different recipes, man. I'm telling you, go type in vegan cuisines and look up some stuff. You're going to be amazed at what you can find to eat. It's a lot of stuff out there, y'all. It's at the tip of our hands. It's our fingertips. It's at the fingertips right now. We can find it abundantly everywhere. You just got to go research it. You got to go do the work. Get out of the dream. If you're dreaming that this country is going to stop you and the food that you're eating is helping you, let me ask you this again. We've already been eating this way for a long time. Has that made you healthier? When have you heard somebody say they died because they ate vegan? You got to stop eating vegan or you're going to die. Like, when have they actually died from being a vegan? Well, where are you going to get your protein from? Bro, did you know that a bowl of spinach has more protein in it than a chicken breast? These are the lies you've been told that people believe wholeheartedly. You don't have to believe it. Go research it and make the lifestyle change. Do not take a diet up. Get on a lifestyle change. You have to change the way you look. Because if you change the way your lifestyle is, you're going to do more research for it. If you do a diet, you're going to do what somebody tells you for a couple of days or a couple of weeks, and that's it. Which means you're not researching it yourself. Come on, y'all. Let's get out of the dream state. Let's change this. This is changeable. This is something that we can alter. We are the authors of our destiny if we choose to grab the wheel. Hope y'all hear this, man. Heed the wise counsel, please. All right? Hope I didn't come off preachy. I am a black man, right? I hope I didn't come off preachy. I hope I gave a message that was received. I hope that I let Olodumare use me in the way it was supposed to. I give thanks to you guys. I am Makanju Ola. Again, if you want to support, go to my Cash App, $ Ticket Coach. Ticket, Ticket, COACH, $ in front. Whatever you want to give, it doesn't matter. I'll accept it all. I appreciate everybody who listens to me. Again, share this page, share this video, like my page, like our page. Follow us next Sunday. We're here next Sunday again at the same time, 9 a.m. I am Makanju Ola, y'all. Modupe, Oboro Oboye, Abosise, to all my loved ones, to all my fellow couples of Ifa. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all all. Peace out. Shizzle, have a great week coming up. Go do your studies and get out of dream world. I'm out. Peace.